Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to Post Cologne. Today I'm going to be unboxing two new fragrance clones from the Haramain Amber Oud series. So let's jump into it. All right, we are back with another unboxing first impressions video of two new releases from the Haramain Amber Oud series. We have the Aqua Dubai and the Dubai Nights. Links are gonna be down in the description if you decide you want to check any of these out. Also have some coupon codes, save yourself a few bucks at a variety of different discounters if you decide you want to shop with them. Now, I know I'm a little late to the game. These are new-ish releases, but I've been hearing a lot of good things and I definitely want to check them out. So pretty stoked on this. So let's quit screwing around and let's get into it. All right, kicking things off from Haramain, we're going with their Amber Oud Aqua Dubai. Now you can scoop this up between $40 to $60. I've seen a large gap in prices there, but again, links will be down in the description. Heard a lot of good things about this one. Big fan of the Haramain Amber Oud series in general, so let's dive into this one, shall we? All right, there we have the box presentation for Haramain Amber Oud Aqua Dubai. Nice box presentation with this, nice thick cardboard, has kind of a glossy finish going on to it. It is an extrait de parfum, and it does open up like so, revealing our fragrance bottle sitting on the inside of this nice fuzzy podium. Fragrance house name right there. So box presentation on this, pretty nice. If you're familiar with the Amber Oud series, you'll be familiar with this bottle presentation. Very much the same design as that one, with kind of a nice metal plate sitting on the front of this nice glass bottle. Has a little bit of kind of carved in patterns and designs going on here, giving it a little interest, but overall, same looking bottle, different color. Cap on this, nice heavy metal in here. It's got a plastic interior, but the outside is a nice thick heavy metal. That will hurt if you drop it on your toes. And the atomizer on this sucker. Ooh, is that pressurized? Oh yeah, that's pressurized. Oh hell yeah, bonus points for a pressurized atomizer. But what does this smell like? So right off the rip, just smelling this in the air, gorgeous opening to this one. A really nice mix of some citrus. You got some tart bergamot that's there. You got this almost sweet mandarin that's working its way in, and these nice kind of like fresh, clean, greenish style of notes, and a little bit of like a watery touch going on to it. So it's got some sweetness, but a really nice clean citrus going on, and it just has this overall kind of like green, clean sort of feel going on to it. Very much reminds me of the Louis Vuitton Imagination, but slightly different, but oof, this is a nice opening. But let's get this on paper, dive in. Yeah, so right off the rip, just smelling this off paper, very similar to how it was in the air. The citrus is a little bit sharper, a little bit more of that bergamot tartness is coming through off the paper, but you're still getting that clean green note that's coming through. Just has like this snappy, fresh green sort of feel that's mixing in with those citruses, and you're starting to get a little hint of some fruity sweetness, that watery touch that I mentioned before that I was getting in the air. I am getting in off the paper as well, but really like bright, energizing, clean, fresh style of fragrance. Liking this. As it's opening up a little bit more, there's this interesting like amberiness that's starting to come forward. So it still has that fresh, clean sort of feel going on to it. You're still getting those citruses, but it's getting almost like a bit of like a fuzzy texture that's working in with that amber. Getting a little touch of some blackcurrant sweetness coming through. I'm still getting hints of that melon as well. And the citruses are definitely still there, mixing in with that kind of fresh, snappy green that's going on. But this amber texture is adding like an interesting character to it. I'm digging it. Yeah, I'm digging this one. It's a very energizing scent profile that's going on. Even though it has that little bit of like a warm texture that's starting to form, it's still a very lively, energetic, clean, bright, fresh that's going on to it. And I'm really enjoying it. The quality on this is very nice. It's very like smooth, even though it's like very kind of bright and sharp. It just has like a nice smoothness to it. The quality is definitely there, so I'm liking this one. But let's skip to the dry down, see how this unfolds, and we'll go from there. All right, back with a dry down of Haramain's Amber Oud Aqua Dubai. Been about an hour, let it settle down, do its own thing. Gorgeous dry down. It didn't change a whole lot. It still really held on to that scent DNA, that backbone that it had to it. A tiny bit more vanilla came through, so there's a little hint of some more sweetness coming in. There is some muskiness that developed as well, but through and through, it still has that very fresh, clean, bright, energetic sort of feel. A little bit of a woodsy touch that's going on, but it's like this cooling green cleanness that's going on that I'm really enjoying about this one. Nice balance of that clean aspect to it, that freshness that's there, as well as little touches of some sweet that's going in there, and little hint of a bit of a woodiness that's there. But through and through, this is just going to be an absolute summer banger, and the quality on this, I just can't get over how good this is for like a $40, $60 fragrance. Really enjoying this one. I can't wait to just rock this in the summer. This is like signature scent worthy style of fragrance. So I'm pretty excited if you can't tell. Really enjoying this one. Definitely think it's worth checking out. That's Haramain's Amber Oud Aqua Dubai. All right, next up from Haramain, we're going with Haramain's Amber Oud Dubai Night. Now you can also scoop this up for between $40 and $60 at discounters, and heard a few things about this one. Heard it's a good one, but let's find out, shall we? All right, there we have the box presentation for Amber Oud Dubai Night. Exact same box presentation as the last one, just a different color. Opens up like a so, revealing our fragrance bottle, sitting neatly on the inside there. So box presentation, nice like the last one. Bottle presentation, the exact same, just a bit of a darker color going on to it. Cap on this is the same as the other one, and this better be a pressurized atomizer. That'd be a big letdown if it wasn't. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is a really good pressurized atomizer too. Ah, love it. What does this smell like? So right off the rip, just smelling this in the air. Really nice opening. I've heard this was a twist of the Montal's Arabian Tonka, and it's in that neighborhood, but there's a really interesting twist going on here. So I'm getting like a really nice kind of waxy textured sort of elemi, a little bit of saffron that's going on. There is that citrus bergamot, so there's like a tartness that's working in it. It's very much just kind of the top note here, but it's just kind of like pushing up that elemi as well as that saffron. And there's like a nice rosiness that's going on, nice kind of like watery floral touch that's there, but you're also getting some like earthy oak moss that's coming through. So it's like a really nice mix of like some textures, like some sweetness, some earthiness that's coming through, a little bit of like a spice that's coming through. I'm digging this. Let's get this on paper. Yeah, so right off the rip, just smelling soft paper, very similar to how it was in the air. So nice kind of spicy saffron that's mixing in with this rosiness. So there's a nice contrast there. It's got that spice, but it's also got that delicate, sweet floral sort of vibe going on to it, that waxy elemi that's there. And it does have this like touch of this woody oud, but you're getting this really nice earthy oak moss that's coming through as well. So like I said, just a nice balance of sweet, some texture, some earthy accords coming through. I'm liking it. As it's opening up a little bit more, some of that tonka from the base is starting to come up. So it's taking on that tonka bean, little hint of some vanillic accord that's working in there as well. But it's got this really nice kind of rosiness that's in the mid. So it's not an overly floral rose that's coming forward, not even a dominant rose note, but it's just got this like rosiness, this nice spice that's coming through, that woody oud that's there, and that oak moss. And the oak moss has like a little bit of that kind of a Ventus-y style of oak moss, if you're familiar with that kind of scent DNA. So this is not like an Aventus clone by any stretch, but it definitely has that like very similar style of oak moss that's mixing in with that spicy rose, that tonka that's coming through. It's really nice combination of notes. This kind of just caught me off guard a little bit. I thought this was going to be just like a typical Arabian tonka clone, but it's a little bit different. Yeah, I'm really liking this one. There's a little bit of a green touch coming through, like a lily of the valley, like a little bit of a wateriness, a little bit of a green touch that's kind of mixing in with that rosiness. But I'm liking this fragrance so far. So let's skip to the dry down, see how this unfolds, and we'll go from there. All right, back with the dry down of Haramain's Amber Oud Dubai Night. Been about an hour. Let's settle down, do its own thing. The dry down on this is absolutely fantastic. Really the kind of magical style of dry down here. So I find with some of the Montal Arabian Tonka style of clones, twists, all that kind of stuff, there's like a bit of a scratchiness that's in that sometimes. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like a different texture, kind of rough around the edges in a certain way. This is super, super smooth. This white musk has come forward. It still has this rosy nuance, adding some sweetness, like a softness that's in the background, but there's tonkas come forward a lot more. There is the amberiness that's there, and it still has this woody touch with that oak moss that's coming through. Not the main players, but it's just adding enough kind of darkness, some like earthy masculine touches to this one for those sweet accords, those soft accords, just to kind of round out, and it's just working for me. The quality on this is absolutely fantastic. There was never a point where this had any sort of screechy edges to it or smelled cheap. This absolutely smells high quality, and I think this is going to be a great date night style of fragrance. Fall, winter time, I think this is going to be just a gem for that time of year. In fact, I'm filming this on Valentine's Day, and I might even wear this tonight to test it on the girl, see what she thinks about it, because I'm really enjoying this one. I think for 40, 60 bucks pending performance, absolutely worth every penny. Really impressed with this one. Might be worth checking out. That's Haramain's Amber Oud Dubai Night. All right, so there you have it. That's my unboxing first impressions of 2 Haramain Amber Oud series fragrances. 2 for 2 on this one for sure. I can't say enough good things about both of these fragrances. I'm really impressed by these, but I want to hear from you guys. What are some other Haramain or just any fragrances that you want me to do an unboxing for? Comment down below. Love hearing from you guys. Love getting your different recommendations, hidden gems, different taste and scent profiles. Appreciate you. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.